Chapter 345, Xuan Steel. Kangxia Hegemony Blood Combat State, opened. This shocking scene stunned the Devil Sex twin evils, as well as the countless cultivators watching the battle below. Special bloodline. Everyone was shocked in their hearts. Evil Wind's eyes were even more filled with incredulity as he exclaimed, "How could your special bloodline be so strong?" He knew that Kangxia possessed a special bloodline, but he hadn't thought that Kangxia's bloodline would be this strong. Right now, the aura emanating from Kangxia's body was almost on the verge of reaching the outbreathing stage Grand Circle realm. Be careful. Evil Cloud's face was vigilant, his eyes deadlocked on Kangxia. At this moment, from Kangxia's body, he sensed a frightening power. Like a purple god of war, Kangxia stood proudly in the void. His icy cold eyes swept sternly at the Devil Sex twin evils. Killing intent filled the sky. Kill. Without any unnecessary nonsense, Kangxia erupted the strongest power in an instant. He held the blood knife and performed the sublime chop. The knife thorns ****** came out and enveloped the Devil Sex double evil. Block. Evil Wind roared, revolving his entire body's magic power to resist ***** the incoming blade ons. On the side, Evil Cloud also erupted his strongest battle power, cooperating with him to resist Kangxia. High in the sky, all the blade ons suddenly coalesced together, forming a matchless blood blade that chopped and killed. When the two Evil Wind Evil Cloud brothers saw this, they were both startled. But then they roared as they clamped down on this blood blade, forming a dueling situation in the sky. Force quake, 128 times. Kangxia snorted coldly. Light erupted from within the blood saber, and a terrifying power burst out, and the Devil Sex twin evils immediately changed their faces. The confrontation did not last long before it was collapsed. A terrifying power, emanating from within the blood knife, heavily bombarded the two brothers of the Devil Sex twin evils. The two brothers' faces turned white, followed by a spray of blood from their mouths as they retreated back and forth. Kangxia gained momentum and continued to bully his way up, killing the Devil Sex twin evils. Force Arcane. You have actually comprehended the Force Arcane. The cold Evil Cloud. At this moment, his face changed drastically, as he shook the Evil Wind next to him with a palm through the air and yelled, "Quickly escape." After saying that, Evil Cloud greeted the heavens, and in the midst of despair, he carried a touch of determined battle intent. Big Brother. Evil Wind was caught off guard and was sent flying by Evil Cloud's palm, seeing his big brother fight to the death in order to give himself time to escape. His heart and soul trembled, and he was filled with sadness. Little brother ... take care. Evil Cloud glanced back at Evil Wind. A trace of a gratifying smile appeared in his eyes. Immediately, he gazed at the heavens, and a terrifying aura erupted throughout. Heavenly Demon Disintegration Technique. Kangxia slashed out, but it was blocked by Evil Wind, a flash of astonishment appearing in his eyes. Undoubtedly, Evil Cloud desperately performed the forbidden stance of the Devil Dao, multiplying his strength in a short period of time, and actually blocked the strong Kangxia. Big Brother. Evil Wind roared softly, casting the Heavenly Demon Disintegration Technique, which was burning his life to fight, and couldn't support him for much longer. Quickly go. Evil Cloud shouted as he deadlocked Kangxia, fighting for time for his brother. Evil Wind's complexion changed for a while, and in the end, he glared fiercely at Kangxia and roared, "Kangxia, if I don't kill you in this life, I will not swear to be a human being." Before the words fell, he swished, heading towards the far **** away. Evil Cloud saw his brother leave. A trace of relief appeared in his eyes. The stone in his heart finally fell. Looked at Kangxia and coldly said, "Battle. This will be my Evil Cloud's last battle." At this moment, he no longer had any scruples, and under the Heavenly Demon Unraveling Technique, he erupted into the peak of his battle power in this life. Kang Chia couldn't help but flash a flash of admiration in his eyes as he coldly nodded. I didn't expect that amongst the devil's way there is someone as sentient and righteous as you. I will use my strongest power to strike you down. Between the words, Kang Chia raised his bloody blade, and his entire person erupted with an unrivaled hegemonic aura, as well as a massive will. In the end, the hegemonic aura and will were all fused into the blood saber. Force quake 256 times. Kang Chia roared as he slashed down with his blade, a terrifying might that instantly enveloped the entire sky and earth. Evil Cloud's eyes stared as he burned his few remaining life force, and his entire body transformed into a beautiful blood cloud that blasted towards Kang Chia. This blood cloud, which had inherited his life strength, was his most peak strike. Kang Chia felt the powerful force contained within the blood cloud and did not dare to hide it for a moment. His eyes burst out. His body's Kang Chia hegemony blood boiled with a terrifying power that followed the blood blade in his hand and tore through the entire sky. Boom! In everyone's shocked gazes, a brilliant blade aura tore through the blood clouds, pierced through the evil clouds, and struck the black treasure ship behind the evil clouds, startling a terrifying explosion. After Kang Chia's blade, he immediately executed the sublime chop and killed Ling Hongblood. At this time, Little Gold, who had been heavily injured by Ling Hongblood, had long since been unable to hold on. He had suffered multiple serious injuries and was also poisoned by Ling Hongblood's poison, and his entire body withered to the extreme. His entire body was bleeding, and his golden blood spilled all over the sky. Kang Chia looked furious. He glared at Ling Hongblood and roared, "I want you to beg for life and beg for death." Saying that, he slashed out with a sword, and the brilliant blade aura enveloped Ling Hongblood. Ling Hongblood was shocked. He didn't expect Kang Chia to solve the devil sex double evil so quickly. He couldn't help but curse in his heart, the bullshit devil sex double evil. It was really a waste of time. If Evil Wind knew what Ling Hongblood had in mind, he was afraid that he would be so angry that he would fight with him. The strength of Kang Chia, under the outbreak of the strongest combat state, reached a terrifying realm, and was already infinitely close to the out-of-body stage Great Perfection realm, the body of 10,000 poisons. Sensing the terrifying power in Kang Chia's body, Ling Hongblood roared out, similarly displaying his special bloodline combat state and erupting at the peak of his battle power. However, despite the fact that the body of 10,000 poisons was extraordinary, his strength was much worse than Kang Chia's, and he was still no match for Kang Chia, being killed step by step. 10,000 poison divine palm. Ling Hongblood's eyes were filled with unwillingness as he unleashed his master stroke, his pair of fleshy palms suddenly becoming pitch black as a terrifying poisonous aura emanated out, enveloping the entire void. Snort ... Immediately, snorting sounds were emitted in the air, and even space was corroded as a terrifying crack appeared. Kang Chia's eyes stared as he roared, slashing out the most radiant slash with the strongest force. Force quake 256 times. After refining the redling blood crystal, Kang Chia's fleshly bodies had strengthened a lot, and along with it, the quake of force had also broken through. 128 times, reaching 256 times its level. Under this terrifying concussive force, wherever Kang Chia's blade passed, the void shattered and a terrifying spatial storm enveloped the entire heaven and earth. Ling Hongblood's 10,000 poison divine palm was ultimately no match for Kang Chia's force quake, and his entire body was sent flying by the powerful force, and that astonishing concussive force even penetrated through his body, heavily damaging the Yuan-Yin within him. Escape. Feeling the heavy damage to the Yuan-Yin within his body, Ling Hongblood's face changed miserably as he glanced at the Kangxian with hatred and turned around to flee. Wanna escape? Kang Chia's eyes were filled with mockery. It was too late if he wanted to escape now. He put little gold, who was covered in blood and had a dim aura, into the heaven-reversing cauldron, and then chased after Ling Hongblood in the direction he had fled. The people watching the battle on the Killing Island were all shocked. "I didn't expect Kangxia to be so strong. We have to report to the sect quickly." A Devil Sect disciple thought with palpitations in his heart. He was none other than that out-of-body stage Emperor Sealer powerhouse who had been called by the Devil Sect's twin evils earlier. It had only been a few moments, yet the Devil Sect twin evils were already one dead, and one escaped, causing him to be overwhelmed with emotion. The disciple of the law enforcement elder is truly extraordinary. This matter must be reported to the clan in a hurry. A disciple of the Heavenly Tao sect thought with a face full of excitement. The other cultivators on the Killing Island recovered from the shock at this moment, and then one by one took out their communication jade slips to pass on the news to their own clans, as well as their friends and family. The four invincible powerhouses of the outbreathing stage that had come to surround and kill Kangxia had ultimately ended up with to dead and to escaped, leaving people to be shocked. Kangxia's strength in this battle was completely presented in the eyes of all the cultivators on the Killing Island. It could be imagined that after this battle, Kangxia's name would once again resonate throughout the battlefield of righteousness and evil. I'm afraid that in the future, anyone who wanted to snatch the dawn-breaking immortal order would have to weigh their own strength beforehand. In the air above the Killing Sea, a figure kept instantly moving towards the direction of the Killing Island. This was a middle-aged man with a bare head, and underneath his thick eyebrows, a gaze as sharp as a razor's edge shone through. He wore an earth-colored robe and had his hands behind his back as he leisurely stepped into the void. Although it was leisurely, every time he stepped out, the void in front of him would shatter apart, causing him to step into a foreign space. By the time he reappeared, he was already several hundred miles away. This was instantaneous transfer, an instantaneous transfer that only a divine separation stage expert would be able to do. However, this bald middle-aged man in front of him, who was only at the out-of-body stage cultivation, had already mastered instantaneous transfer. Of course, if someone knew the name of this bald middle-aged man, they wouldn't be surprised. This was because this person was Xuan. In the Land of Kings, amongst the out-of-body stage great perfection powerhouses known to all, Xuan from the Hall of 10,000 Demons was one of them. This was a top powerhouse that shook the Land of Kings and was famous throughout the cultivation world. It was rumored that Xuan had a pure Xuanwu bloodline, and his physical body was so powerful that it reached the level of a top-grade treasure weapon. And based on this, there were not many people in the entire Land of Kings who were able to break through his defenses. In the Land of Kings, many people generally believed that even if Xuan wasn't the strongest, amongst the out-of-body stage great perfections, there wasn't a single out-of-body stage great perfection that could defeat him, because Xuan's defense was too strong. As the direct bloodline of the Xuanwu divine beast, Xuan's physical defense completely inherited the might of the Xuanwu divine beast. Amongst the same level, no one would be able to injure him at all. Not far ahead is the Killing Island. Suddenly, Xuan stopped his instantaneous movement and recovered his true essence in the sky, constantly transmigrating. Even with his cultivation of the outbreathing stage great perfection, he was somewhat unable to hold on. The outbreathing stage great perfection was a special realm, and a powerhouse in this realm only mastered the instantaneous movement divine ability that only a powerhouse at the divine separation stage would know. But even his own true essence was no less than that of a powerhouse at the divine separation stage. Even a divine separation stage Seal King powerhouse might not be able to defeat Xuan. Out-of-body stage great perfection. This didn't just represent unrivaled talent, it also represented powerful strength. At least in the Land of Kings, an out-breath stage great perfection was already the topmost powerhouse. I didn't expect to get the news of the dawn-breaking immortal order before preparing to head to the 18 layers of hell. If I can get the inheritance of the dawn-breaking scattering immortal, coupled with my talent, as long as I break through to the divine separation stage, I'll instantly have the invincible strength of the divine separation stage. And at that time, even in the midst of the 18 layers of hell, I'll still be the top-notch existence. Xuan sat cross-legged in the void, recovering his true essence. As an outbreathing stage great perfection powerhouse, he had almost no scruples in this king's land. Because apart from a few rare outbreathing stage great perfection powerhouses, the entire king's land simply couldn't find anyone who could harm him. As for the outbreathing stage great perfection, perhaps there were differences in strength between them, but the gap between them was definitely not big, and there was almost never a matter of one outbreathing stage great perfection powerhouse killing another outbreathing stage great perfection powerhouse